Welcome to this week's episode. We're going to talk about welcoming winter weather and diabetes wellness tips. So, are the cold temperatures throwing you off your diabetes routine? Let's talk about it and tackle this together. I don't know how much we're welcoming winter weather, but over the past few days, it's been really cold and it's been snowing up and down most of the East Coast. And this might be affecting some of those New Year's resolutions or commitments to get out and get to the gym or start working out. But I'm here to encourage you, don't let the cold weather stop you. Today, I'm going to provide you some winter wellness tips that focus on more than just physical activity. During the winter months, people with diabetes might experience a rise in their blood sugars, and this is due to the cold weather. As the temperatures drop, snow and ice hit the ground, and we experience less daylight, so we tend to exercise less. And cold weather can also increase insulin resistance, especially in those with type 2 diabetes. Lastly, it's important to understand that cold weather can also slow blood flow in the body, which can lead to diabetes complications such as stroke and heart attacks. If you have a history of heart problems, and you're currently not active, have a conversation with your healthcare team now. Learn what your risks are. For those of you who have been out there and you're already shoveling snow, I want you to remember to be safe. Shoveling snow is an intense activity, so you need to warm up before you start. Yes, I said warm up. So warm up your arms and your legs before you start. Start slow and take breaks. Don't do it all at once. And know your limits. If you need to call a neighbor, call one. Make sure you wear warm clothes and dress in layers to protect your hands and feet. And drink plenty of water to hydrate. And be sure to protect your back. Bend your knees. Lastly, it's important. If you feel any symptoms that are out of the norm, I want you to call 911. Shoveling snow is definitely not my idea of winter wellness, but it's important for me to review those safety tips. Now I want to share with you some tips to manage diabetes during the winter month. The first tip is exercise. So find some exercise that you can do in the house to get active. Some things you can try include yoga, exercise videos on YouTube, fitness apps. Those are all great examples. If you have a treadmill or an elliptical, this is a great way to be active indoors. You can even put on music and dance. You can even get your heart rate up by cleaning your house. I know that's not fun, but it will get your heart rate up. Exercise is a great way to lower your blood sugars. The goal is to aim for 150 minutes of physical activity each week. So that's about 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Comment below with some of your favorite indoor exercises that you've tried in the winter. Tip 2, preventative care. So what do I mean by this? Winter also brings on the chance of experiencing a common cold or flu. So it's important that you do your best to stay healthy for good blood glucose management. One thing you can do is get your flu shot. The other thing you can do is get plenty of rest. You can practice hand hygiene to avoid those germs, especially from doorknob handles. And if you get sick, stay home and rest up. Tip 3, maintain healthy eating. Winter months bring on the need for comfort food, and you may have cravings for heavier food that you might not normally eat. So try to make those healthier options and watch your portion sizes, and you can still have great comfort food. Also, be mindful of the carbohydrates that you're eating. You want to practice portion control and carbohydrate counting. Don't arrive to any celebration or event hungry. For that matter, don't even go shopping when you're hungry. This can make us overdo things and not make the best choices when it comes to food. Tip 4, moisturize your skin. Yes, moisturizing your skin is a winter wellness tip. Having diabetes can increase your risk of dry skin. So to minimize this, moisturize your feet, your legs, your arms, and your hands every day. Some other tips that you can follow to help your skin stay moisturized include bathe in warm, not hot water. Because hot water can further dry out your skin, although I know it feels good. The other thing you can do is use fragrance-free creams or ointments to moisturize your skin. Apply these creams or ointments after you take a shower when the skin is still damp and can soak up that moisture. You want to focus on the dry areas like your feet, but be careful about going between the toes. Those little areas can hold moisture, and this can lead to fungal infections if they're not properly dry. I don't have diabetes, but I have very dry skin. And my go-to products include Aveeno Eczema Skin Relief, Survey Cream, or the Gold Bond Diabetes Cream. These work wonders for me. So what are some of your favorite skincare products? Comment below and I'll have to check them out. Tip 5 is maintain vitamin D levels. Yes, during winter months, many of us experience decreased exposure to sunshine, and this can decrease depending on what area we live in. So if you live in an area with less exposure to natural vitamin D, the great sunshine, and you notice that you have decreased energy levels, speak to your physician. Vitamin D is naturally made in our bodies from the sunshine, but during the winter months, if we have less sun and the weather is too cold outside, we may not get enough vitamin D. So during the winter months, you may need to increase your vitamin intake by taking a supplement. So speak to your doctor about what your specific needs are. Other ways that we can get vitamin D include drinking milk, eating fish, eating eggs, consuming fish oil. Those are all other ways we can get some vitamin D in. Tip number 6, stay connected. Yes, winter months may bring on seasonal affective disorder. This is also called SAD. And SAD is real, with 1 in 20 people experiencing symptoms that mirror mild depression. Coupled with loneliness and isolation, the weather can make it more challenging to connect with family and friends. So find ways to stay connected. This is really important and it can help you conquer the winter weather blues. However, if you find it difficult to shake this feeling of sadness, speak to your doctor or contact a local mental health professional. Other tips that you can do to stay connected include participating in virtual family chats and gatherings, inviting friends or family members over to your place to share a meal, watch a movie, simply just laugh. Locate online support groups and networks that encourage connectiveness. And if you still find yourself feeling blue, reach out to your local physician or local mental health professional to have a conversation. So thanks for tuning in this week. I invite you to share in the comments any tips that you have for winter wellness. And remember, we're all in this together and sharing is caring. So you might be able to help someone else on this journey. So if you find this information helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In our next episode, we'll talk about factors that affect blood glucose levels. So don't miss it. Make sure that you set your reminders and you tune in next Wednesday. So I hope to see you all there. And remember, together we've got this. Continue to share, like, follow, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week.